观众朋友们，大家好，欢迎收看《活在5点》，我是今天的主持人米莉啊。那我们今天呢，很高兴的邀请到了一位英语的教授啊，他呢会跟我们一起分享一下留学生在学英语当中碰到的困难啊。那我们呢，今天it is our pleasure to have Dr. Ling in our show today. He will introduce us a little bit about how difficult it is for foreign students to learn English. So first of all, hi, Dr. Ling.
Hi, Emily. Thanks for having me in your show.
Thank you very much. So first of all, is that possible for you to do a self-introduction so the audience will know more about your background?
Sure, I would love to.
Thanks.
My name is Dr. Alan Shaker, and I'm a professor doctor. I teach English literatures at universities. And I have a long experience with 27 years. I taught in many countries, universities, colleges, institutes, ESL schools, online schools, and I'm very happy to be here with you guys.
Yeah, wow, 27 years of teaching experience. That's a long time.
In many different countries.
Yeah, and I'm sure you
traveling.
must be really love it.
It's exciting, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You travel to another country, you teach them English, you introduce your culture, you receive beautiful things from their culture. It's a beautiful connection. Okay.
Yeah.
I enjoy my work.
Wow, I think it's really amazing because you went to different country, so you understand how the people in that country think about and how they like ways for them to learn English in an easy way. So I think it's really effective and it's helpful to students to learn English, especially in Canada because it's a country that everywhere, like people come from all different countries go to Canada. So is there anything that you can tell us more about the English courses you are teaching now?
Well, the courses that I'm teaching right now actually SL for different levels and different age. Okay, I have kids and I have adults a lot. I love teaching adults. Okay, and the programs that we are using is actually a little different from the Canadian styles here because I find out that the student or the people comes to Canada 3-4 years joining Lincoln schools and their English is still not that good. And then after volunteering in those schools for 2 years, I find out that the students are wonderful. The teachers are excellent. The school is only the program.
Yeah.
Programs at Lincoln School is not made for adults. It's made for, that's the problem. So the student, they come, they find a little difficulties and boring. And that's the key. Your classes should be enjoyable time for your trainees. They want to enjoy to learn, not bored. Once they feel bored, they will never learn it. And that's the problem in our schools here. So that's why I changed totally different and I choose my own programs and I can show you, for example, this program. It's called
Headway.
Headway is actually made by Oxford University. And the British system we have, this program cannot be taught just like that. This one was being chosen by the best universities. Okay.
Yeah, it is good.
And then the British Council started, and then they spread it all around the world. So you can find out those programs are suitable for adults.
Yeah.
And I taught it in many countries, and I came up with a great result.
You know what? I actually just reminded me of something because when I was in primary school in China, we actually used a textbook from Oxford. So I think that might be useful for students from China because the book is kind of same from like the same institution.
No wonder why you have English.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's good to know that you teach so many different students from all over the world, but is there anything that you can share with our audience? For example, what is the difficulty for foreign students to learn English? As it's our show is for Mandarin speaking person. So for example, what is the difficulty that Chinese students has when they learn English?
I'm going to talk about my experience. Here, Chinese students.
Yeah.
The Chinese students are wonderful, really. And they're so committed to their teacher. And they're so conservative and shy. That's main things. Okay.
Okay,
So
shine.
yeah, the Chinese people, they're very conservative. They try to be so polite, showing you a beautiful image of their culture. It's not easy to enter this community until they feel that they are comfortable with you.
Yep.
So when I first time I meet my student, I like to make a friend first. We build friendship bonds first. Let them feel comfortable too. And then I can go on through and find the difficulties where. So we crossed, okay, the boundary of shyman, let's call it, okay, and
Yeah.
then we go, what's the difficulties next?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The student have the abilities, especially the Chinese, okay, memorizing. They have very good memorizing system, okay, and they have initiative. They want to learn to it. So whatever you give them, you have to give it right and make sure they can use it perfectly well. We have a small difficulties with the Chinese student is that they speak very fast, read very fast. They think that this is good English. No, whenever you slow and make yourself clear, okay, that's the good English. They have a problem in the practicing. So when they read a little English, they feel tired. When they speak a little English, they feel tired. Why? Because when you speak Mandarin, you save a lot of air. Okay, all the air inside your lungs. Okay. For example, when you say 谢谢, thank you. See,
Thank you.
I did not get too much air from. So when I speak Chinese, I save a lot of air in my chest. But when you speak English, hello, all the air goes out.
Mm-hmm.
I need to take a breath again.
It
Okay.
is.
So whenever you speak slowly, you make it more easily for you. This is one second word English. We like to make the words more clear by pronouncing the vowels, A, E, I, O, U. Those vowels, we have to pronounce it clearly. If I want to say, hi, Millie, how are you? See, I open my mouth completely when I pronounce the vowel O and U, right?
Yep.
So these are the small steps, okay? They need to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there is difference between English and street language. Street language is not good English to learn.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of Chinese, they call themselves CBC, Chinese born in Canada, right?
Yeah.
And all right. But you don't say, hey, bro, ho, look, come on, this is not English. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The beauty of it is that you take the best of the culture and you bring the best of your culture
Yeah.
and then you mix it together and you become the best of the best.
Yes.
That's the idea.
That is a best idea. Yeah. Um, that is one
Yes.
thing. So we know more about the Chinese students when they learn English. What is the difficulty? And another difficulty that I see is about the cultural gap, because there are so many things that are different between Canada and also China. So they have the problem of cultural gap, and how to overcome it.
This is something I've been heard about it, okay, and it's been like 10 years. Always
Yeah.
my Chinese friends, my Chinese students tell me the same things. I
Mm-hmm.
want to say, from my experience that I've been traveling like more than 68 countries,
Yeah.
there is nothing called different in culture. Actually, we are different only in the food.
It
But
is.
mind, I had it already. Whatever you've been raised on, I've been raised on it before also. Actually, the people are almost the same. We are only different in the food. Our food is different, to be honest. Okay. Uh, yeah, as I said, China, it just recently opened to the world. For us, it's a beautiful new flavor. We were always interested in China. My father worked with Chinese companies for 20 years.
Wow.
Okay. That's how he become millionaires, by the way. So
Wow.
I was amazed when I see them on time. I see the way they deal, everything very accurate. We were amazed.
Mhm.
Okay. But in England, we don't have that much Chinese really, especially when I was a kid. Okay. So, but when I start to communicate with them and see their family orientation, their culture, it's something so beautiful. But as I said, there's not much different between you guys' culture and our culture, believe me. It's just the food style.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from that conversation, I realized the thing is maybe the culture gap is just imagination in people's hand. People really should think
Exactly.
there's
That's what I'm
no
trying to say.
difference.
Open your doors. We are the same. Okay. And
Yes.
food, come on.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's a good idea, and the audience should know that there is really no difference. You should open your heart before you say there is a culture gap.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
We are
great.
eager. Yes, to know
Yes,
you guys.
thank you very much, Dr. Allen. And the next question we want to know more about is because you have been teaching for 27 years, you see a lot of
Yes.
way of learning English, like different people's. So is there any ways that you see going in a wrong direction? And then you can tell us more about it, because we learn from mistake. And then maybe is there something that you see that is going wrong by people, the way they learn English?
Well, here's the point.
Mm-hmm.
If I teach any student, whether university or school or any place, first time, the first question I ask, why do you want to learn English?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I ask? I want to see his desire, his purpose for that. Why? As any language, okay, there are some difficulties. Okay, it's not something easy. It's not completely easy for you to learn it and that, hey, it's one, two, three, and it's gone. No, okay. We start from the simple, easy to the difficult, complex. Okay. So I need to know when I ask my student why. If he gave me good reason, okay, then I'm sure that this will continue with me and he'll become perfect in English. If not, then I will explain to him how to become very good in English and why it's good to learn English.
Yeah.
Some teachers, they don't do that. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That
there
is
is
right.
no, they don't build a relationship between the teacher and the student or the trainee. This
Yeah.
bond should be very strong, built on confidence and trust, and you feel comfortable when you talk with your teacher as much as free. So when you make a mistake, when he asks you, even if you make a mistake, no problem. We'll learn from our mistake and we carry on.
Mm-hmm.
So some students are too shy to talk, or some, my dad sent me here, my mom forced me. Okay, been in the countries, yeah, really, I've
It
been
is
in the
the
country. They
truth.
say, well, this is easy to explain, but I've been in the country. They say English is our enemy language.
Mm-hmm.
Some countries they say you're in my country, you learn my language. Okay, so how to deal with that? Okay, you
How
have
do
to
you
accept.
deal with it?
Yes, you have to be very patient and show them, guys. If you learn English, then all the doors of the world. Forget about the people who speak it, but all the doors for you around the world. And think about it. Now, Emily, you are in Canada, right? You've been
Mm-hmm.
here since. You speak Mandarin very nice. You speak English very nice. You go to China, you can communicate easily. You come to Canada, you are not completely now only Chinese. You're
Yeah.
now international person.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say. You will become international.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not only, okay, English. I'm Canadian right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I go to Germany, I can speak German, of course, and I speak French also. So when I go and speak, I can speak their language, and I'm French now. So I'm an international. My
Mm-hmm.
brain is international. It's not only limit in one country.
Yeah.
That's the key of English
Mm-hmm. It is.
training. Even when you come to Canada, if you learn English, then you have a lot of opportunities in front of you.
Yeah.
Don't stick to the labor job. Leave it to the beginners. You are in the second stage or in the third
Mm-hmm.
stage. You have to get a better job. You have to improve your living. How can you do that without English?
It is the truth. Be open-minded and hug the word.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Brain. So these
Great.
are the small mistake is that the trainee, they don't know what they want and
Yeah.
they're scared. Okay. Oh, am I going to make a mistake? Oh, I don't think so. I can do that. My memory is not, and so on. Such a mistakes
Mm-hmm.
and prevent them from learning English.
Mm-hmm. I think
Oh,
these are
besides,
things. I think these are things that a good teacher like you or a good professor like you can try to change the student's mind and teach the student's mind. And I think it's really amazing. So, and I know you've been teaching for 27 years. You must be very passionate about it, so that you are so patient to deal with different students and help them overcome their difficulties. So, I'm just really like a curious thing. What
yes.
makes you what built your passionate? What makes you teaching for such a long time?
Well, to be a teacher, actually, it wasn't my choice. Okay,
Okay.
I want to be a surgeon, to
Oh,
be honest.
okay.
I'm very good in any business, in any job. And I was
Wow.
the right dad.
Hmm.
Okay. And when I was school, I used to help my brothers. Okay. I teach them everything. And when it come to university, I couldn't travel. My dad needed me at work. So I needed something that I can manage, handle, study easily. And I was working with my dad. At
Yeah.
the same time, my mom was a teacher. She's a math teacher.
Hmm.
And I go with her for some classes because there's nobody home. So she has to
Yeah.
take me with her.
Right.
Okay. So I see the way she teach and the other teachers when I was kid.
Hmm.
And kid, I work with my dad, so I was too mature for my brain. My father's friends are my friends.
Hmm.
I didn't with kids in my age that time. So I was too mature for that. So when I was thinking about teaching, I want to travel. I love traveling. So what's the best job if I travel around the world? Teaching English.
Yes.
So
Good
I'm very
choice.
lucky. I just write my resume here and I throw it to any university I can get a job.
Yeah.
That's the reason I choose English, and I choose English literature, the most difficult. I'm teaching, okay, the art of English.
Yes.
Jane Eyre, all those writers, all those famous poems, plays, that's what I teach. So I enjoy it. It's a new world, a new flavor. In any university, I have my own place. And I take the highest levels when I was teaching. So I enjoy the brain and the challenge. It's
Hmm.
exciting, only the
Yeah.
student. So when I'm excited, I give the best I can. I let
Yes.
my students enjoy. I always tell them, enjoy my class. If you enjoy it, you will learn easily. But if you get
Yes.
bored, everything. Okay.
Exactly. I think
So that's the
that's the
key.
best job.
Yes, that's the key.
Yeah.
Enjoy your work, no matter what it is. Okay. Get the problem aside and have your own world. My own world is me and my student.
Yes, I think
But
it's the
it's,
best job. I mean, you can traveling all around the world and
oh,
also
yes.
understand like different people, talk with different people, teach them English, and then you,
Sure.
in the end, you know all the countries, like how people in that country learn English and what is the difficulty. I think you are a great professor in your field as well. So I
Oh,
think it's a
thank
really
you. Thank you
amazing.
very much, really.
Not only enjoy your job, but also enjoy your work by traveling around the I mean,
It's fun,
the
yes.
world.
It's really
Yeah,
fun and beautiful. Okay,
it's amazing.
and I think I should thanks my mom for that. She's the one who was pushing me all around. Go, you can do it. Okay, since I was a kid, and I really made a lot of success, and I'm very proud of it. Okay, and I was lucky that I saw my student, okay, teaching side by side with me, and I was thrilled, okay, that all my hard work, I can see it in front of my eyes. I graduate a lot of wonderful teachers, okay,
Thank you
and
very much.
I love to do that more and more.
Yes, I can feel that. I can feel passionate about your job. So I think one thing I learned from today's interview is be passionate about your job. And if you do not like it, you're
Exactly.
not going to be good at it.
Of course, you have to love your job. You have to think when you enter your class, you're entering a different world, okay? And don't bring your whatever problems, what you have in the other world, and bring it to that world. No, just keep it at the door and come and enjoy.
Thank you
Enjoy
very
teaching,
much, Dr. Lee.
enjoy learning as well.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ellen, and thank you for sharing your experience with us of teaching English and also the difficulties that you see in Chinese students. Thank you very much for sharing with us, and thank you everyone for
great pleasure, really.
Thank you very much
for having me. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thanks.